How's it going, everyone? It's Ben Foggins, Media Corner, back again with a brand new video for today. And to finish off this whole series of my review of The Last of Us series, of course, I'm here to review the Season 1 finale of The Last of Us. This episode is directed once again by Ali Abbasi, who directed the last episode of the show. And in this episode, it is now springtime, and we see Joel and Ellie continue on their journey as they're on their way to the hospital. And of course, they need to find out what they need to do with Ellie, since of course, she has the power to cure all. But of course, it does come with a bit of a sacrifice. So that's pretty much the story of the overall Season 1 finale of The Last of Us. Now, the last episode I thought was a really faithful episode of the show, but yeah, it was also one I can also describe that one from being really dark and yet really brutal at the same time. And yeah, it's definitely one of my favorite episodes of this whole series, alongside some of the other episodes that I truly love from out of this whole series here. And as for this overall finale to the series here, I thought it was a very satisfying yet faithful episode of the show here. I really enjoyed the overall finale of The Last of Us here. This whole episode I thought was beautifully well captured here, from the moment where we do see Joel taking away Ellie, even though letting Ellie making a sacrifice was the right thing to do. But it's due to the fact that Joel just feels really connected and yet really close to Ellie, because it's for all these years where they've been together and throughout this whole show here, and that's what I really loved. And the fact that he just feels like he's loved again, and yet he just feels like he's become a father again to Ellie, because, you know, he had his own daughter, but she unfortunately died. And it's also kind of bad where he has to take away Ellie, even though Ellie would have saved everyone's lives, but it would cost her her own life as well. And it is something that you could either agree or not, and that's what made the ending in the game just so great. And the way everything was captured here in this episode was just beautifully well captured here, from the performances and the line delivery, which all that was really excellent here. And even for the opening of this episode here, I thought was excellent here, where we get to see a flashback of how Ellie was born, and her mother, her real mother, is in fact played by the original Ellie herself, Ashley Johnson, which I thought that was excellent, and I absolutely loved that moment in this episode here. Although the only gripe I do have with this episode is that when we do see like Joel finding his way to get to Ellie, just like how in the game where we see him trying to get to Ellie and then has to get to the elevator, I kind of felt that was rushed. And I kind of wish like the whole conclusion could have been like a bit longer as well, and all that, since this is the last episode of this first season here. But in all honesty, this overall season 1 finale, I thought it was overall a satisfying conclusion. And yeah, I also found this one to be really faithful as well, with a big change as well. But it's definitely not like my most favorite when it comes to the show here, but it is still one I really enjoyed here. So that's pretty much all I have to say about the overall season 1 finale of The Last of Us. I'm going to give The Last of Us season 1 finale 4.5 out of 5. Yeah, I'm really happy the way things turned out here, not just with this episode, but with this entire series as a whole here. So yeah, again, I'm just really happy with all of that. And I'm also going to give you guys my overall rating for this entire series as well here. I'm going to give The Last of Us season 1 5 out of 5. Yeah, this is definitely one of the best video game adaptations I've ever seen here. And if you are a fan of the game here, I definitely recommend you check out this whole series here. And also, I just cannot wait for season 2 here as well. I'm very excited for that very soon here as well. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching for my overall review of The Last of Us Season 1. And let me know what you think of the season, if you have seen this already or just recently checked this out. Did you absolutely love the show, or did you not really like the show here? So yeah, anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. And as always, this has been Foggins Media Corner signing off.